Welcome to Passion Travel. Join us as we explore fascinating destinations, uncover hidden gems, and embark on unforgettable journeys. Subscribe now and ignite your passion for travel. Chicken wings, various flavor options like barbecue, buffalo, or spicy peri-peri, often served with fries. Option 1, barbecue sauce. Half a cup barbecue sauce. 1 tablespoon honey, for a little sweetness, optional. Option 2, buffalo sauce. 1/4 cup hot sauce, Frank's Red Hot or similar. 2 tablespoons melted butter. 1 teaspoon Worcestershire sauce, optional. 1 teaspoon garlic powder, optional. Quick method. Preheat the oven. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius. Line a baking sheet with parchment paper or aluminum foil to make cleanup easier. Prep the chicken wings. Pat the chicken wings dry with paper towels to remove any moisture, this helps them get crispy. Place them in a large bowl. Coat the wings. Drizzle olive oil over the wings and toss them until they're evenly coated. Then add the salt, pepper, garlic powder, paprika, cayenne, if using, and baking powder. Toss the wings well so they're fully coated with the seasoning mix. Bake the wings. Spread the wings in a single layer on the prepared baking sheet, making sure they aren't overcrowded, this helps them crisp up. Bake in the preheated oven for 25 to 30 minutes, flipping the wings halfway through. The wings should be golden brown and crispy when done. Prepare the glaze while wings bake. For barbecue wings, simply mix the barbecue sauce with honey, if using, in a bowl. For buffalo wings, melt the butter in a small saucepan, then stir in the hot sauce, Worcestershire sauce, and garlic powder. Toss and serve. Once the wings are cooked, remove them from the oven. If you're using barbecue sauce, toss the wings in the sauce to coat them. If you're making buffalo wings, toss them in the buffalo sauce. Burger with Irish beef, a hearty burger made from locally sourced beef, often served with cheddar, crispy bacon, and a variety of sauces. A burger with Irish beef is a fantastic way to enjoy the rich flavor and tenderness of high-quality Irish beef, known for its grass-fed quality and excellent marbling. Here's a simple yet delicious recipe for a gourmet Irish beef burger with all the tasty fixings. Ingredients for 4 burgers. For the beef patties: ground Irish beef, preferably 80/20 lean to fat ratio, 1 pound, 450 g. Salt, 1 teaspoon. Black pepper, 1/2 tsp. Garlic powder, 1/2 tsp, optional. Onion powder, 1/2 tsp, optional. Worcestershire sauce, 1 tablespoon, optional, but adds great flavor. Olive oil, for cooking. For the burger assembly: burger buns, for good quality, soft buns like brioche or potato rolls. Cheese, for slices, Irish cheddar or your favorite cheese. Lettuce, a few fresh leaves, e.g., iceberg or rocket. Tomato, 1 large, sliced into thick rounds. Red onion, thinly sliced. Pickles, a few slices, optional, for tangy crunch. Ketchup, for spreading, optional. Mustard, for spreading, optional. Mayonnaise, for spreading, optional. Optional toppings: bacon, crispy, 2 slices per burger, for a smoky touch. Caramelized onions, for sweetness. Fried egg, if you want to make a breakfast-style burger. Method: prepare the beef patties. In a large mixing bowl, combine the ground Irish beef, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and Worcestershire sauce, if using. Mix gently to avoid overworking the meat. Divide the mixture into 4 equal portions and shape them into patties, slightly larger than the buns. They will shrink as they cook. Use your thumb to create a small indentation in the center of each patty. This helps them cook evenly and prevents them from puffing up too much. Cook the patties. Heat a griddle pan or cast iron skillet over medium-high heat. Add a small drizzle of olive oil to the pan. When the pan is hot, place the patties in the skillet and cook for 4 to 5 minutes on each side, for medium doneness. Adjust the cooking time if you prefer them more or less done. During the last minute of cooking, place a slice of cheddar cheese on top of each patty and cover the pan to melt the cheese. Toast the buns. While the patties are cooking, slice your burger buns in half and toast them lightly on a separate pan or under the broiler for about 1 to 2 minutes until they are golden brown and crispy. Assemble the burgers. Spread your choice of ketchup, mustard, or mayonnaise on the bottom half of each toasted bun. Add a layer of lettuce, followed by a slice of tomato and a few rings of red onion. Place the cooked cheese-topped Irish beef patty on top of the veggies. Add pickles, if using, and any additional toppings like crispy bacon, caramelized onions, or even a fried egg. Top with the other half of the toasted bun. Serve. Serve the burgers hot with fries, sweet potato fries, or a side salad. Dundalk doner kebab, popular Turkish street food made with seasoned meat, usually lamb or chicken, served in pita with salad and sauce. A Dundalk doner kebab is a delicious and popular street food that combines seasoned meat, usually lamb, chicken, or beef, with fresh veggies and flavorful sauces, all served in a pita or flatbread. While doner kebabs have Turkish roots, they have become a beloved snack in Ireland, including Dundalk. This recipe provides a way to make your own version of the famous Dundalk doner kebab at home. Ingredients for 4 servings. For the doner kebab meat: boneless chicken thighs, lamb or beef, 500 g, about 1 pound. Olive oil, 2 tablespoons. Garlic cloves, 2, minced. Onion, 1, finely chopped or grated. Ground cumin, 1 teaspoon. Ground paprika, 1 teaspoon. Ground coriander, 1/2 tsp. Ground cinnamon, 1/4 tsp, optional, but adds a lovely depth of flavor. Salt, 1 teaspoon. Black pepper, 1/2 tsp. Lemon juice, 1 tablespoon. Yogurt, 2 tablespoons, helps tenderize the meat. For the doner kebab sauce: garlic cloves, 2, minced. Tahini, 2 tablespoons, optional, for a richer sauce. Greek yogurt, 3 tablespoons. Lemon juice, 1 tablespoon. Olive oil, 1 tablespoon. Fresh parsley, 2 tablespoons, chopped. Cumin, 1 to 2 tsp. Salt and pepper, to taste. For the kebab assembly: pita bread, flatbreads, or naan, 4, you can also use large wraps. Lettuce, shredded. Tomato, thinly sliced. Cucumber, thinly sliced. Red onion, thinly sliced. Pickles, optional, sliced. Fresh parsley, for garnish, optional. Method: marinate the meat. In a bowl, combine the olive oil, garlic, onion, ground cumin, paprika, coriander, cinnamon, salt, pepper, lemon juice, and yogurt. Cut the meat, chicken, lamb, or beef, into thin strips or bite-sized pieces and add them to the marinade. Stir well to coat the meat evenly. Cover the bowl and let the meat marinate in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. You can also marinate it overnight for a deeper flavor. Prepare the doner kebab sauce. In a separate bowl, mix together the minced garlic, tahini, if using, Greek yogurt, lemon juice, olive oil, fresh parsley, and cumin. Season with salt and pepper to taste and stir until smooth. Set aside. Cook the meat. Heat a griddle pan or skillet over medium-high heat. Add a little olive oil to the pan. Once the pan is hot, add the marinated meat and cook for 5 to 7 minutes, stirring occasionally, until the meat is cooked through and slightly crispy on the edges. For chicken, make sure it's cooked all the way through. Prepare the vegetables. While the meat is cooking, prepare the veggies for the filling. Slice the tomatoes, cucumbers, and red onion thinly. You can also have shredded lettuce and pickles ready to add to the kebab. Warm the bread. Warm the pita bread or flatbreads in the oven or on a dry pan for 1 to 2 minutes to make them soft and pliable. Assemble the Dundalk doner kebab. Place the warm pita bread or flatbread on a plate. Add a layer of shredded lettuce and top with the cooked meat. Add the tomato slices, cucumber, red onion, and pickles if using. Drizzle the doner kebab sauce generously over the top. Garnish with fresh parsley if desired. Serve. Fold the kebab into a wrap, or serve it open if you prefer. You can also serve it alongside fries or a salad for a fuller meal. Gourmet hot dogs topped with unique combinations like caramelized onions, jalapenos, mustard, and sauerkraut. Gourmet hot dogs recipe. Gourmet hot dogs elevate the classic hot dog experience with premium toppings, unique flavors, and high-quality sausages. You can customize them with various toppings, sauces, and condiments to create a delicious, creative twist on this street food favorite. Ingredients for 4 hot dogs. For the hot dogs: high-quality sausages, beef, pork, chicken, or even plant-based, 4. Hot dog buns, 4, preferably soft, toasted brioche buns or artisan buns. Toppings, you can mix and match these. Caramelized onions, 1 large onion, thinly sliced. Sautéed mushrooms, 1 cup, sliced, optional. Shredded cheddar cheese, half a cup, or other cheese like Gruyere, mozzarella, or blue cheese. Pickled jalapenos, to taste. Avocado, sliced or mashed, for a creamy topping. Coleslaw, half a cup, for a crunchy, creamy contrast. Bacon bits, a handful, optional, but who can resist crispy bacon? Chopped fresh herbs, parsley, cilantro, or chives for garnish. Hot sauce or sriracha, for a spicy kick. Ketchup and mustard, the classic condiments. Barbecue sauce, a smoky sweet addition. Pickles, dill or bread and butter slices. Fried onions, crispy and golden. Method. Prepare the gourmet hot dog buns. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit 175 degrees Celsius or heat a pan on the stovetop. Slice your hot dog buns and lightly butter the inside, optional, for extra flavor. Toast the buns in the oven for 3 to 4 minutes or in the pan until golden brown. Set aside. Cook the hot dogs. Grill method: preheat your grill to medium-high heat. Grill the sausages for about 6 to 8 minutes, turning occasionally until they are nicely browned and cooked through. Pan fry method: heat a skillet or frying pan over medium heat. Add the sausages and cook for 6 to 8 minutes, turning occasionally to brown all sides. Boil method: if you prefer a more traditional hot dog style, bring a pot of water to a boil and add the sausages. Boil for 5 to 6 minutes until heated through. Prepare the toppings. Caramelize the onions. In a pan, heat 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil over medium heat. Add thinly sliced onions and cook, stirring occasionally for 15 to 20 minutes, until the onions are soft and golden brown. Add a pinch of sugar and salt during the cooking process to enhance the sweetness. Sauté the mushrooms, optional, heat a tablespoon of olive oil in a pan over medium heat. Add the sliced mushrooms and cook for 5 to 7 minutes until tender and lightly browned. Season with a pinch of salt and pepper. Prepare coleslaw. You can make a simple coleslaw by mixing together shredded cabbage, carrots, a bit of mayo, vinegar, a pinch of sugar, and salt and pepper to taste. Prepare avocado. Slice or mash the avocado. You can mix it with a little lime juice, salt, and pepper to add more flavor. Assemble the gourmet hot dogs. Place the cooked sausages in the toasted buns. Top each with a generous amount of your favorite toppings, such as caramelized onions, sautéed mushrooms, cheese, melted on top of the sausage or sprinkled after it's grilled, avocado slices or mash, coleslaw for crunch and creaminess, bacon bits for extra flavor and crunch, pickled jalapenos for spice, a drizzle of barbecue sauce, hot sauce, or mustard for a flavorful kick, fried onions for a crispy topping. Garnish and serve. Garnish with fresh herbs like parsley or cilantro, and serve with a side of crispy fries or sweet potato fries. Optional, serve with a few more condiments on the side, mustard, ketchup, etc., for customization. Sushi Rolls, fresh sushi made with a variety of fish, veggies, and specialty sauces. Sushi Rolls recipe. Making sushi at home is easier than you might think, and it's a fun way to enjoy fresh, delicious sushi without having to go out. Here's a basic guide on how to make sushi rolls, makizushi, including essential ingredients and step-by-step instructions. Ingredients. For the sushi rice. Sushi rice, short grain rice, 1 cup. Water, 1¼ cups, for cooking the rice. Rice vinegar, 3 tablespoons. Sugar, 1 tablespoon. Salt, 1 teaspoon. For the sushi rolls. Nori, seaweed sheets, 4 sheets. Fresh fish, like salmon, tuna, or shrimp, or vegetables, like avocado, cucumber, and carrot, for filling. Cucumber, 1 julienne, for crunch. Avocado, 1 sliced, for creaminess. Carrot, 1 small julienne, for crunch. Cream cheese, optional, for a creamy texture in rolls like California rolls. Cooked shrimp or crab, for rolls like the California roll. Pickled ginger, for serving. Wasabi, for serving. Soy sauce, for dipping. Method. Cook the sushi rice. Rinse the sushi rice thoroughly in cold water until the water runs clear. This removes excess starch and helps the rice become sticky. Place the rice and water in a pot and bring to a boil. Reduce the heat to low, cover, and simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes. Once the rice is cooked, remove from heat and let it sit, covered, for about 10 minutes. While the rice is resting, combine the rice vinegar, sugar, and salt in a small saucepan over medium heat. Stir until the sugar and salt dissolve. Remove from heat and let cool. Transfer the cooked rice to a large bowl, and gently fold in the vinegar mixture while the rice is still warm. Use a fan or spoon to help cool the rice and give it a glossy finish. Allow the rice to cool to room temperature before rolling. Prepare the fillings. Fish, if using fresh fish like salmon or tuna, make sure it's sushi grade, meaning it has been frozen to kill any parasites. Slice it into long, thin strips. Vegetables, slice the cucumber and avocado into thin strips, and julienne the carrot. You can also prepare any other vegetables you like, such as bell peppers or radishes. Other fillings, if you're making a California roll, use imitation crab or cooked shrimp, and you can add a bit of cream cheese if desired. Assemble the sushi rolls. Prepare the bamboo mat, place a sushi mat, makisu, on a clean surface. Put a sheet of nori, shiny side down, on the mat. Make sure the rough side of the nori is facing up. Spread the rice, wet your hands with a little water to prevent the rice from sticking. Take a handful of cooled sushi rice and spread it evenly over the nori, leaving about 1 inch of space at the top edge. This will help seal the roll later. Press the rice down gently but firmly to make an even layer. Add the fillings, place your chosen fillings, fish, avocado, cucumber, etc., horizontally across the center of the rice. Don't overfill the roll, a few strips of each ingredient are enough. Roll the sushi. Starting from the side closest to you, carefully lift the bamboo mat and roll it over the fillings. Use your fingers to gently tuck the ingredients in as you roll. Keep the roll tight, but don't press too hard. Once you reach the exposed edge of the nori, wet it lightly with a bit of water and press to seal the roll. Slice the rolls. Using a sharp knife, slice the roll into 6 to 8 pieces, depending on the size of the roll. Clean the knife between cuts to make sure the slices are clean and don't stick to the rice. Serve. Arrange the sushi pieces on a plate and serve with soy sauce, wasabi, and pickled ginger on the side. You can also garnish the sushi with a sprinkle of sesame seeds, fried onions, or a drizzle of eel sauce if desired. Pasta salad. A quick, cold pasta salad with olives, cheese, tomatoes, and a zesty dressing. Pasta salad recipe. Pasta salad is a refreshing and versatile dish, perfect for picnics, barbecues, or a quick lunch. It's easy to make, can be customized with different vegetables, proteins, and dressings, and can be served cold or at room temperature. Here's a simple yet delicious pasta salad recipe. Ingredients. For the pasta salad. Pasta, short shape like rodini, penne, fusilli, or farfalle, 3 cups, about 300 g. Cherry tomatoes, 1 cup, halved. Cucumber, 1 medium, diced. Red onion, 1/2 small, thinly sliced. Bell peppers, any color, 1, diced. Olives, 1/2 cup, black or green, sliced. Fresh parsley, 2 tablespoons, chopped. Feta cheese, 1/2 cup, crumbled, optional. Fresh mozzarella balls, bocconcini, 1/2 cup, halved, optional. Cooked chicken, tuna, or chickpeas, 1 cup, optional, for added protein. For the dressing. Olive oil, 1/4 cup. Red wine vinegar, 2 tablespoons, or lemon juice. Dijon mustard, 1 teaspoon. Honey, 1 teaspoon, optional, for sweetness. Garlic, 1 clove, minced. Dried oregano, 1 teaspoon. Salt and black pepper, to taste. Fresh basil, 1 tablespoon, chopped, optional. Crushed red pepper flakes, 1/2 tsp, optional, for heat. Method. Cook the pasta. Bring a large pot of salted water to a boil. Add the pasta and cook according to the package instructions until al dente, usually about 8 to 10 minutes. Drain the pasta and rinse it under cold water to stop the cooking process and cool it down. This also helps prevent it from becoming too sticky. Set aside. Prepare the vegetables. While the pasta is cooking, chop and prepare the vegetables. Cherry tomatoes, slice them in half. Cucumber, peel, optional, and dice. Red onion, slice thinly. Bell pepper, dice. Olives, slice into rings. If you're adding protein, prepare it now. Cooked chicken, shred or chop into bite-sized pieces. Canned tuna, drain and flake it. Chickpeas, drain and rinse if using canned. Make the dressing. In a small bowl or jar, whisk together the olive oil, red wine vinegar, Dijon mustard, honey, minced garlic, oregano, salt, black pepper, and crushed red pepper flakes if using. Taste and adjust the seasoning, adding more salt, pepper, or vinegar as needed. If you have fresh basil, stir it into the dressing for added flavor. Assemble the pasta salad. In a large bowl, combine the cooled pasta with the prepared vegetables, cherry tomatoes, cucumber, onion, bell pepper, olives, and protein, chicken, tuna, or chickpeas. Drizzle the dressing over the salad and toss everything together until well coated. If you're using feta cheese and fresh mozzarella, gently fold them into the salad. Chill and serve. Refrigerate the pasta salad for at least 30 minutes to allow the flavors to meld. Before serving, give it one last toss and adjust seasoning if needed. You may want to add a little extra olive oil or vinegar. Garnish with fresh parsley or basil for extra color and flavor. Bacon and cabbage wrap. Traditional Irish bacon wrapped in a soft flatbread with cabbage and mustard sauce. Bacon and cabbage wrap recipe. A bacon and cabbage wrap is a delicious, savory dish inspired by classic Irish flavors. It combines crispy bacon with tender cabbage, all wrapped up in a soft tortilla or flatbread for a hearty and satisfying meal. You can enjoy this dish as a light lunch, snack, or even a quick dinner. Here's a simple recipe for a bacon and cabbage wrap. Ingredients, for 4 wraps. Bacon, 8 slices, preferably thick cut. Cabbage, 1/2 small head, shredded, green cabbage works best. Olive oil, 1 tablespoon, for sautéing. Onion, 1 medium, thinly sliced. Garlic, 2 cloves, minced. Carrot, 1 small, julienne or shredded, optional, for added color and crunch. Apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon, for a slight tang. Mustard, 1 teaspoon, Dijon or wholegrain mustard works well. Tortillas or flatbreads, 4, flour or whole wheat. Fresh parsley, 1 tablespoon, chopped, optional, for garnish. Salt and pepper, to taste. Cheese, optional, half a cup, shredded, cheddar, mozzarella, or your choice. Method. Cook the bacon. Heat a large skillet over medium heat and add the bacon slices. Cook until the bacon is crispy, turning occasionally to ensure it cooks evenly, about 5 to 7 minutes. Once done, remove the bacon from the skillet and place it on a plate lined with paper towels to drain excess fat. Once cooled, crumble the bacon into bite-sized pieces. Sauté the vegetables. In the same skillet, with the leftover bacon fat, add olive oil and heat over medium heat. Add the onion and sauté for 3 to 4 minutes until softened. Add the minced garlic and shredded cabbage. Stir and cook for 5 to 7 minutes until the cabbage is tender but still has some texture. If you like, you can also add the julienned carrot at this point. Stir in apple cider vinegar and mustard, and cook for an additional 2 to 3 minutes. Season with salt and pepper to taste. Remove from heat. Assemble the wraps. Warm the tortillas or flatbreads in a dry pan or microwave for 15 to 20 seconds to make them pliable. On each tortilla, place a generous spoonful of the cabbage mixture in the center. Add a few crumbles of crispy bacon on top of the cabbage. If you're using cheese, sprinkle it over the bacon. Fold on the sides of the tortilla and roll it up tightly. Serve. Slice each wrap in half at a diagonal, if desired, and garnish with fresh parsley. Serve immediately with a side of sour cream or mustard for dipping, or enjoy as is. Cheese Toastie grilled cheese sandwiches, often made with Irish cheddar and a variety of fillings. Classic cheese toastie recipe. A cheese toastie, also known as a grilled cheese sandwich in some places, is the ultimate comfort food. Crispy golden bread filled with melted cheese, it's simple, quick, and satisfying. Here's how to make the perfect cheese toastie with a few options to elevate the flavor. Ingredients for 2 toasties. Bread, 4 slices, white, whole wheat, or sourdough work well. Cheese, 2 cups, shredded, cheddar is the classic choice, but you can use a mix of cheeses like mozzarella, Gouda, or Fontina for extra meltiness. Butter, 2 tablespoons, softened, for spreading on the bread. Optional fillings, for extra flavor. Tomato slices, 1 small tomato, thinly sliced. Caramelized onions, 1/2 small onion, sliced and sautéed. Mustard, 1 tablespoon, for a tangy kick. Bacon, 2 to 3 slices, cooked and crumbled. Fresh basil or herbs, a few leaves, for added freshness. Pickles, sliced, for extra crunch. Method, prep the bread and cheese. Start by buttering the bread, spread a thin layer of softened butter on one side of each slice of bread. The buttered sides will be the outer sides of the toastie, ensuring a crispy, golden crust. Shred the cheese or slice it, depending on what you're using. For a smooth melt, shredded cheese works best. Assemble the toastie. Place 1 slice of bread, buttered side down, on a clean surface. Add a generous layer of your shredded cheese, about 1 cup, on top. If you're adding extra fillings, layer them on top of the cheese. For example, add tomato slices for freshness and tang. Spread a little mustard for a sharp kick. Layer some caramelized onions or crispy bacon for extra flavor. You can also sprinkle some fresh basil or herbs for a touch of freshness. Top with the second slice of bread, buttered side up. Cook the cheese toastie. Heat a non-stick skillet or frying pan over medium heat. Carefully place the sandwich in the skillet, pressing it down slightly with a spatula. Cook for 3 to 4 minutes on the first side, or until the bread is golden brown and crispy. Flip the sandwich over and cook for another 3 to 4 minutes on the other side, pressing down gently if needed, until the cheese is melted and the bread is golden and crispy. If the bread is browning too quickly and the cheese isn't melting, you can cover the pan with a lid for a minute or 2 to help the cheese melt without overbrowning the bread. Serve. Once your cheese toastie is golden and crispy, remove it from the pan and let it sit for a minute before slicing. This helps the cheese set a bit so it doesn't spill out. Slice diagonally or straight down the middle and serve immediately with a side of tomato soup, pickle slices, or a handful of kris.